Hi guys, welcome to week 5 of personal fitness. Let's see, I have quite a number of things to address with you all. I am taking a look at this coming week. First, let me go over a couple of notes that I have about this last week. Number one, I have taken off 5 points on many of you guys' fitness log because your heart rates are not accurate. Either you guys are not immediately taking your heart rates after your activity, or you're just guessing. So I really need you to get comfortable either taking a carotid, which is here at the neck, and remember, you press ever so gently right here alongside of your esophagus on either side. So if you're going to take it with your right hand, you lay your first 2 fingers ever so gently right across, right up next to your throat, and you should be able to feel your pulse, okay? Especially after you've been exercising, it's relatively easy to do that. Or you can choose to take it on the radial, 2 fingers right here on the side, on your thumb side, press down gently, and you should be able to feel that. It's not required, but it's highly recommended that you guys consider getting a heart rate monitor like the one that I have on here. I wear a strap that goes around my chest, and this actually calculates my heart rate for me, and it keeps up with it. I can go and actually look at all of the workout that I have done since I've had this watch. A lot of these heart rate monitors will allow you to download the data. You really don't need all those special capabilities. You just need to be able to quickly look at your watch and record what you have going on. So please work on that. For example, you cannot tell me that you ran 3 miles today and you had a heart rate of 105. Not happening. Your heart rate is going to be anywhere from 150 to 180, 85, really depending on a number of factors such as your current fitness level, how active you are on an ongoing basis, how hard you were running those 3 miles. You could have been jogging them versus running at 4 mile an hour or 5 mile an hour. So a lot of things go into it. So I have a general idea about where your heart rate should be for certain activities. I've been doing this a very long time, and my students in my classroom wear heart rate monitors every day. So I have a good understanding about where you should be. So you're either not taking them correctly or you're just guessing. And it's really important that at the end of this class you have a really good understanding of how exercise impacts your heart rate. And hopefully by the end of the semester you'll also notice that maybe your resting heart rate will go down a bit, meaning your heart is stronger, more fit, and able to pump out more blood with each stroke. Stroke volume, these are things that you learned this week. Speaking of that, if you notice this week's quiz was kind of tough, I will have to say it's kind of tough, and you might want to, I've been recommending this for a few weeks now, but you really ought to start taking notes as you read, really good notes that will really help you to retain information for your quizzes. Your quizzes are kind of tough from week to week, and you always have an open-ended quiz question where you have to give me, it's like an essay, you have to give me your own response. So I really would recommend that you do that. And then my third major thing is make sure you're checking the news widget daily. I am trying to post information that I know students either are struggling or have struggled in the past. So check that every day when you log in. And we still have people that are forgetting to go back and post their 2 discussions on those discussion assignments. You're losing some seriously easy points. So please take your time with that. Print out your overview and checklist and make sure that you are making note of that. Okay, so this week we are, cardiovascular health is so important, we dedicated 2 weeks to it. So this week you are on part 2. We're going to do a respiration lab. I have posted a news item about that. Creating a graph is not really what the intent of this lesson is. So if I would like for you to try to create your own graph if you know how. If it's a big struggle, don't waste your time. I really need you to understand the data and get the gist of the purpose of that lab that's already been done for you. You have a breaking news respiratory system widget wiki that you have to do this week. Please don't forget to go back and post 2 comments. And you're going to start learning a little bit about FIT for your cardiovascular system, and then your retesting. Please follow the protocol. You will get out of this class what you put into it. So really follow the protocol for the testing and keep up with it. So you are going to hopefully see some improvements. As you notice, I haven't talked a lot about weight. I don't want you to set goals around weight. That is not what's important. Your weight will fluctuate with all kinds of crazy things that go on in your life. I want you to focus on those body measurements. And as you add muscle, which muscle weighs more than fat, you're going to see your body measurements go down if you are doing what you're supposed to do. Now, if you're a highly skilled athlete, you know, I've got a couple of athletes in this class, you're not going to see as big a change. But for those of you guys who maybe are new to exercise or really haven't been consistently exercising until now, you ought to see some changes in your body measurements. You ought to see that circumference measurement go down. Hopefully in your arms, you know, that's why we're doing the right arm. We're doing your chest level, which you don't have to share that one if you're not comfortable, but you do need to do it and keep up with it for your own info. Through your navel, across your hips, around your right thigh and your right calf. You should see all of them begin to go down if you're taking your time and doing accurate measurements. It's really important that you're accurate. So this is a big week on retesting. So I really want you to take your time. You don't have a whole lot of reading this week, a whole lot of other assignments, but you do have that. So please make sure that you take your time on that. And then, let's see here. You have two assignments, the respiration lab, the Fit for Cardio assignment, your fitness results, which is your testing, and then your log. Guys, some of you guys are really doing a great job on your fitness logs, and other people are really just kind of halfway going through it, turning in stuff that you're really not doing. So I really want to recommend again that you take very good notes when you do your reading. Stretch it out if you need to, but you really need to do a good job of taking great notes so that come quiz time, you know what you got going on and you will do better. Because I know this week's quiz grades went down, and they typically do. I've been trying to get you guys to pay attention to that, so please really focus in on that. All right, if you have any questions about your assignments for this week, shoot me a message, and I will be happy to answer any questions. And I just want you guys to know that I believe in allowing students to work for mastery. So if I send you an assignment and you didn't quite do it right, I try to give you the opportunity to go back and add. That's your choice. You don't have to resubmit, but I try to give you the opportunity to add additional credit. Okay, well, check the news item every day. You may see more frequent videos coming. I try to give you at least one video a week on most weeks. And like I said, there's some information about the respiration lab up there already. All right, if you need any help, let me know. Have a great week.